Enlightenment. It's not something you can search for, it's something that comes to you. But how do we actually achieve enlightenment then? It's actually quite counterintuitive. Instead of continuously focusing on one thing, whether it's math, work, or making YouTube videos, you should actually just do something else, like just play video games. I'm sure you've had this experience before, where you can't do something no matter what, but the moment you distract yourself, everything clicks together. This is enlightenment, the process of gathering inspiration from the world and converging it. And video games are actually perfect for this.
Millions and millions played online. Only 200 qualified for the Fortnite World Cup Finals.
History is about to be made here.
Your Fortnite World Champion! Booga!
Fortnite may seem like a kid's game, but it holds profound lessons. The smaller the circle, the better the people. When the storm closes in and the circle becomes smaller, the players are more skilled. And this is a direct metaphor for real-life relationships. The smaller your friend group, the closer the people. People only spectate when you're about to win.
No! Hit it for 150!
No one knows about your suffering and efforts early on, but only when you're about to succeed. This is precisely why most successes seem like they were done overnight, because you only saw them once they were about to win. Some players land directly on high ground, while others have to build their way up. Some people are born filthy rich, good-looking, surrounded by a loving family, with seemingly everything in their hands, while others are born in poverty, dirty water, no food, abusive parents. They have to struggle their way up. No matter how high you build, it only takes one person to shoot you down. No matter how successful you are, one wrong friend or partner is all it takes to ruin everything. No matter where you finish, everyone ends up in the same place. In Fortnite, it doesn't matter if you win or place 99th. In the end, everyone will end up back in the lobby. In reality, no matter how successful or unsuccessful you are, everyone will die. Everyone will decay, forgotten in the endless rivers of time. It's only when the map changes, people start caring for the old one. When a new map is added in Fortnite, people typically hate on it, or at least not appreciate it that much. But as soon as it's gone, it hits like a truck. We don't appreciate our loved ones when they're alive, but only when they're already gone, and by then, it's already too late. I find it mysterious how some phenomenon in a video game can resonate so deeply with our daily lives, and this kinda reminds me of the Microcosm-macrocosm Analogy. This analogy is the idea that the small reflects the large, that patterns repeat at every scale of existence. A human body can mirror the universe, and a video game can mirror society. It means that the struggles, hierarchies, and cycles we see in one small system often reveal truths about the bigger world. For instance, the neurons in our brains resemble galaxies, while video games follow the law of the jungle, just like real life. Now, when we think of enlightenment, we often imagine someone meditating under a waterfall or something. But oftentimes, enlightenment occurs not during peace, but in the depths of danger, suffering, and despair. This is a vulture, a creature most people would see as disgusting, circling above death, feeding on rot and decay. At first glance, it feels like a symbol of hopelessness, a reminder that everything ceases to exist. But here's the truth: vultures keep the world alive. By consuming what's already dead, they prevent disease, cleanse the land, and make space for new life to grow. And Souls games are the vultures of video games. They feast on your failures, picking apart every weakness until there's nothing left. Every mistake is punished, every death feels like a defeat. But hidden in that cruelty is a strange grace. By forcing you to face death again and again, the game strips away what's rotten: impatience, arrogance, despair. And this quote from Reverend Insanity quite literally describes the Souls game's experience.
He was still expressionless. He continued to move forward relentlessly. I had once screamed. Gradually, I lost my voice. I had once cried. Gradually, I lost my tears. I had once grieved. Gradually, I became able to withstand everything. I had once rejoiced. Gradually, I became unmoved by the world. And now, all I have left is an expressionless face. My gaze is as tough as a monolith. Only perseverance remains in my heart.
It's sort of weird how Souls games make you persevere. There's really nothing on the line, like you could just quit. Yet, we still fight the same boss over and over again until we beat it. And in the process of beating the boss, is Enlightenment. With every death, every failure, we get used to the boss's moves, learning when to dodge, when to attack. And when this knowledge accumulates, it produces a qualitative change, Enlightenment, and you finally beat the boss. These boss fights teach you that even though it may seem impossible right now, with perseverance, it can be achieved. But Souls games don't just teach us perseverance, they hold other lessons just as profound. In Elden Ring, there are these stone slabs with glowing white runes on the ground, and in these stone slabs hold messages from warriors of the past. These messages are filled with the advice of predecessors, which allow us to avoid fatal dangers and find the light at the end of the tunnel, because walking in the footsteps of predecessors is much faster than finding the way on your own. There's also sites of grace, bonfires, or sculptors' idols, depends on the game, and these sites create a cycle that resembles the Ouroboros Symbol. This ancient Egyptian symbol depicts a snake or dragon eating its own tail, which represents the concept of eternity, as well as the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Bonfires and sites of grace teach us that progress is not linear. It's not a straight climb upward, it's cyclical. We return to the same places again and again, but each time with more knowledge, more resilience, more readiness. Enlightenment is not about escaping the cycle, but embracing it. It's about obtaining new perspectives and revisiting the problem, then devising new paths from there. Souls games, particularly Elden Ring, also teach us how to piece abstract information together. This is because Elden Ring isn't like other games with clearly explained lore. In Elden Ring, the lore isn't directly revealed to the player, but hidden in the descriptions of each item. In many item descriptions, such as the Rivers of Blood, Okina Mask, and Land of Reed set, which is the Samurai class starting armor, it is revealed that beyond the lands between lies the Land of Reeds. A place locked in a long and miserable civil war, which over time has caused its alienation from neighboring nations and left the entire land filled with blood-soaked madness. Now, the ability to piece together fragmented information is extremely important, because in real life, this is the basis of all enlightenment, combining knowledge from different life experiences. In 1962, there was a study called Metnick's Remote Associates Test. Sarnoff Metnick, a psychologist, suggested that a creative genius isn't just about raw IQ, but the ability to connect distant ideas. In this test, participants were given 3 unrelated words, like cottage, Swiss, and cake. The task is to find the 4th word that connects them, in this case, cheese. Highly creative individuals were better at finding these connections or remote associates. Why? Because their minds could jump across seemingly unrelated categories more fluidly. And Enlightenment follows this exact principle. It's really just connecting stuff that seems unrelated. For instance, some artists obtain ideas for their next art piece through their dreams and hallucinations. Salvador Dali practiced the slumber with a key method. He napped while holding a key over a plate. The moment he drifted into sleep, the key would fall, wake him, and he'd capture the bizarre scenes in his dreamlike fragments or hallucinations in his art. Enlightenment isn't always found in temples or books or the silent meditation of monks. Sometimes it's hidden in pixels, in the rhythm of a bonfire, the shrinking storm of a battle royale, or the cryptic words carved on a stone in a ruined land. Video games aren't just entertainment, they are mirrors of reality's laws, fragments of truths. Thank you for making it to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to not miss out on any future uploads. Peace out.